And what do you do at the church?
I'm a minister.
You're a minister?
Yes.
He is a holy hustler.
Well, what's wrong with meeting people at church?
They need to be worried about trying to save us instead of trying to date us.
She's trying to...
So you knew her from seeing her at church?
Yes, occasionally.
Okay. And what do you do at the church?
I'm a minister.
You're a minister?
Yes.
Okay. Were you in the Bible study?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I was the host of the Bible study, Your Honor. I was the host of the Bible study.
Well, how did you ask her out? I'm just curious. Well, how long did the two of you date? I'm sorry. God help me.
On and off, totally, probably 2 years, give or take.
And what do you have to say about this man?
That is a lie, Your Honor.
Okay.
First of all, yes, he is a minister. He is a holy hustler. I'm just letting you know that right now.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Yes.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Well, I'm gonna just say this. He approached me in the church. I had no interest in him, and he actually approached me in the church, had no idea. I'm thinking this guy may be married or something. I've been at the church for over 10 years, and me being a Christian woman, come to find out he's dated more than one woman at this church. He's been married over twice, Your Honor.
Stop.
Twice. He's been married over 2 times. Not only has he been married over 2 times, he had a potential marriage that he was gonna have with someone he dated on and off at the church for over 4 years.
Well, what's wrong with meeting people at church?
Well, come on, you're a minister. You're not supposed to be dating every single woman in the church and giving them the eye.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that's the problem. That's the problem that they have nowadays in these churches. They need to be worried about trying to save us instead of trying to date us.
She's trying to...
He told me one day, he put his arms around me. He said, well, we're gonna work something out. I wanna marry you. And I was like, but the thing is that he's like, why don't we just go up to Vegas? Let's go get it done. He told the other girl that he wanted to go up to Vegas from the church.
Okay.
Did you he wanted to go to Vegas with everybody.
Did you tell her? And you are countersuing, sir, for $1,000 for, really?
Yes, Your Honor.
$1,000 for money not received in a card game of spades?
Hey. It's business.
Okay. So I want to hear the case. This is a screenshot of his Instagram account of an article entitled Young Jock Discusses New Music Projects, Love and Hip Hop ATL, and Mimi's Sex Tape. What is this evidence of? Because he has new music projects, I'm supposed to infer that $5,000 from this specific gig went towards those new music projects?
Yes,
is that the best evidence you have?
I mean, that's what I gave you.
A screenshot of his Instagram account.
I mean, that's a new project, Your Honor.
I mean, come on, man.
Why don't you go over and stand next to Young Jock? I want to see the resemblance here. I want to see what it's really like.
Like, really?
And is that what you do? You put on a hat and glasses, and people actually think. Let me see. Let me see the look.
So you gonna just put? Man, come on! This guy is supposed to be me. I mean, I can see.
You have sunglasses? You have glasses?
I got me some too. Let me see.
Okay.
I was very upset at first before coming here, but had this not happened, then I wouldn't be suing my longtime friend. And if I wasn't suing my longtime friend, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of your beautiful face today.
Okay, well. Those lines you use on love and hip hop don't really work here, though. You know that, right?
Well, you know, I'm just trying to seal the deal.
So at 20 years old, you had 4 kids.
By the time I was 21, I had 4 kids. So 21.
You meet him, he already has, at this point, 4 kids by 3 different women.
Yes.
And this is someone who you think is going to be responsible with you? This happened right after the two of you moved in together. Why are you just bringing this lawsuit now?
The lawsuit was carried when he moved out. When he went
so
away
after
from
the two
what
of
he
you
owed.
broke up?
No.
Prior to the two of you breaking up, this $500 deductible was not an issue.
It
okay,
was
let's
an
go
issue.
to the next.
He just didn't pay me for my money.
Okay, and the two of you were living together, sleeping together, playing house together.
Yes,
now
Your
you're
Honor.
bringing him to court. So you obviously looked past the $500 deductible
No, I did not,
for
Your
a long
Honor.
time. This was your boyfriend. Okay, so you hit him at least twice that you admit to, and you spit in his face.
Yes, Your
okay,
Honor.
that is, you're assaulting him. This is the man you love, that you want to build a family with, that you want to start a family with, and you're hitting him and spitting in his face.
And then he cheated and he lied, and it's also it's two
Both
sides
of
to the
you
story.
are, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. Because if this were a man admitting this in court, you have to understand people would be all over you. And I'm not going to let you slide because you're a woman.
I understand.
You did that at his job?
Yes, Your Honor. And that was the second hit that I was.
So now you're messing with his livelihood. You're going to go up to his job and cause him to lose his job because you're up there acting a fool. How do you expect someone to foot all the bills in the house without really giving them notice that that's going to happen?
It's not really fair, but I did give him notice. Like, we did have a discussion before I left of
Right, but then he doesn't have a choice, right? Because you're already in the house, you're living there, and you're saying, hey, I'm not going to be here. Would you mind paying this gas bill every month? And he may have said, what was your answer to that?
I pretty much said yes.
Okay, but did you pay the bill?
No.
Why aren't you paying your half of the bill at least?
I didn't pay my half because I didn't know how much it was.
But you had the bill.
I didn't know. No, I did not have the bill.
Okay, but the bill is coming to your house.
Yes.
You just didn't open it?
I got a notification on the door saying it was about to be cut off.
So as soon as I came back, I talked to Malcolm about it. He said, don't worry about it. I got it.
I didn't say, don't worry about it. I got it. I said, I will try to help you pay
Right.
off on it. Yes.
Right, and from that day to this day, that trying really hasn't worked out for
Yeah,
her.
when around the time that she pretty much left, I did get laid off.
Okay, and the problem
And-
is you didn't handle it at all, right?
On the night that Judy is speaking of, I had gone out on a blind date, and I was on my way back
He
to
did
drop.
not. You were on a
Like
blind
he's
date?
dressed for a date.
What?
Excuse me?
I'm just saying.
He didn't like he was dressed for a date.
He
How is
did
that
not
relevant?
look like it. I'm just saying.
And you're the person you're the person who decides how people should dress for dates. And so based on how he was dressed, he
I'm
was
just
on a
saying,
date.
I mean, who wears t-shirts and shorts to a
So
date?
now you're the fashion police. You don't want to call the police, but now you're the fashion police.
Yes, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That truck lasted you how long?
About 4 or 5 months.
You call that lasting?
It's better than the first one.
Because you want a reliable car, right?
Yeah, I want a reliable car.
But at this point, you're taking baby steps to get there?
Yes. So, and then, Your Honor, my money is not all the way right, and you know the brother is working with me. The brother was working with me according to the finances that I had. But now going into the next car that I bought.
Is that the one in this case?
That's the one in this case.
Okay.
So.
When was that?
This was in January. I bought the car. I think I bought it January 12th.
Is there any particular reason why you keep going back to the same dealership?
Because he giving me, you know, raggedy cars for a decent price that's only lasting me a month or two. So when I go back to get the next car, I purchased it January 12th, Your Honor.
What kind of car was that, sir?
It was a Suzuki 2007.
And how long? And how long did that car last?
Right. Now, it didn't have an as-is sign on it. Mm-hmm. So he told me that it was a one-car owner. I think he said it was 67 or 77,000 miles. He said the car lasted me for a lifetime.
A lifetime?
Yes. Well, not a lifetime.
That's
he said it lasted me for a long
lofty guarantee. But a long time for you is what, a year?
No. With his cars, maybe, God willing, 6 months.
Okay, do you have a DJ name?
Yes, my name is DJ Cashback.
Cashback?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I know I don't say it with the same swagger that you do, but okay.
That's okay.
By the way, what's your relationship with him?
I work for Steve. I've been working for Steve for the past...
You can stand behind the lectern.
Okay.
You can stand behind the
I've been
lectern.
working for Steve for the last 6 years.
Is your relationship with him strictly business?
Yes, it was.
Okay, what is it now?
Come to find out they're supposed to be engaged.
Yes. Just recently, within the last, 2 months, me and Steve basically started dating each other.
So he is your boyfriend?
Yes, now.
Are you engaged?
Yes.
Okay.
He wanted to look at his lips.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie about it.
I know you're not. I'm talking about him. He
Man,
wanted
you're
to lie.
hilarious,
He wanted to
man.
lie.
We give you a job, and you stab us in the back like that? Oh. There were damages because of the 30 no calls and no shows that he received with his other DJs that he sent out. They got complaints, which
Sir,
amounts
did you,
to
on
about
30 different occasions, did you send out other DJs in your place?
I don't believe it was 30.
How many times?
Probably like 10. When
Are you serious?
So serious. Oh, and to go back to her, when she said She actually wanted me to, the Christmas party that I asked her to help me DJ, she actually wanted to bring her son in. She was actually on board to do the gig, but instead, because her son they didn't have their own equipment, and she didn't have a car at the time, she said that she wasn't gonna be able to do it. This was around the time
I didn't have a car.
Okay,
You didn't have,
all right.
remember your
Miss
car
Patty,
went out.
Miss Patty, you can have a seat. Thank you.
Please have a
Miss
seat.
Patty, you can have a seat. Thank you.
You ain't gonna be nothing but an N-word the rest of your life. And when I say N-word, it wasn't G-A, it was E-R, like we was in 1951.
Did you call him that?
Look at me. No, I did not, Your Honor. Look at me.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I can't.
After she called me the N-word, she was about 5 inches away from my face, spitting on me and everything. I was sitting in my truck. For the rest of your life, no matter what kind of cars you got, no matter what property you have, you can forever be a big lip N-word.
You are such
I was like,
oh my God, if my
I
girls
can take the N-word, because I've been called worse, but big lips, that drew the line. I drew the line on that. Sexy lips, maybe, but no. I drew the line on that. And I have a voicemail to prove that she used that word.
So you're not going to call me back since I've been calling the game. Chief, what does do? Act like you're
Well,
you said it 3 times on that voicemail.
But
talk to the judge,
obviously
please.
I did, okay? But I do not remember. Do you remember how mad I was?
That's besides the point.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Ma'am, you just told me,
Okay, I apologize.
you just testified before me that you didn't call him the N-word to his face.
That day.
You said
I did
that
not
you
recall.
don't use that word, and as a matter of fact, you said you never called someone the
call people
N-word.
that word.
And then 5 seconds later, he plays a voicemail, and how many times did you say it? 2, 3 times?
3 times, Your Honor.
Is that what you refer to black people as
No,
in
it is
general,
not.
or
No, it
just
is
when
not.
you're upset with them?
No, it is not. Of course you
The
would try to
same black
bring
landlord
that
that
up.
gave you $100 cash 2013.
How many
for
times are
Christmas.
you going to throw that in my face?
Because landlords don't give their
Sir.
tenants $100 cash.
Sir,
The same one.
I want you to stop. I want you to
I
stop
apologize.
talking
I apologize.
because I do not like
is wrong.
when people come into my courtroom.
Okay, I
look at me.
apologize. I
I'm
do
not
not
finished.
recall.
I do not like when people come into my courtroom and look me right in my face and lie to me. And that is what you did.
I
And
did
you are
not intentionally
continuing,
lie
ma'am,
to you.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Not only are you demonstrating to me right now that you use the most racist, derogatory, insulting, insensitive words towards black people, but you're demonstrating to me right now you cannot even admit it and tell me the truth.
My daughters are mixed.
I don't care if your best friend is black. It doesn't matter. I heard you call him the N-word.
Wow.
So what? So you're not a racist because your kids are biracial?
No, I'm a racist against him. I do not recall saying that.
So he's the N-word, but no other black person.
No,
That's your excuse for that.
That's how they refer to each other, though.
Yeah. I
Excuse
do
me?
not
That's how they
recall.
refer to each other.
Oh, okay, so I see you're just as ignorant as your little girlfriend. Let me tell you something. Don't come in this courtroom and pretend to know anything about me or what I say or don't say. But let me inform you of something. There are a lot of black people that choose not to use that word because we understand the degrading and historical context from which it stems. It doesn't matter if Jay-Z says it. It doesn't matter if Kanye West says it. Stop making excuses for your own personal choices. And don't play dumb. You know that there's a difference in the context and that word being thrown around in some rap lyrics and when you use it in a hurling and insulting manner.
So he said, hey, you know what? I'll pay it for you. Matter of fact, you don't have to even try out. I didn't have to try out.
You just walked right on the team.
Exactly.
What position? Playing what position?
Score. That's all you want me to do. Go in, score, lock down the best defensive player.
That is not a position.
That's it.
Okay.
It's right. I don't have a position.
But
I
that's
go in
not
and
a
do what I have to
position.
do.
So you just
This is what we've been dealing with.
Just shoot the
Shooting
ball.
guard.
This is what we've been dealing with.
Does he still play for the team now?
No.
Yes,
Why?
I do.
What happened was
Wait,
we paid.
hold on a second. You say he does not play for the team?
He's been kicked off the team.
Is that true? Did you know you were kicked off the team?
No, I didn't.
If you
I
let
just
me
found out
explain, Your
right
Honor.
now. I
You just found out now that you've been
Just
kicked off the
found
team?
I can break it
Just
down for you
found out.
chronologically.
When I moved in with his brother, I mean, he tried to make a side deal. I mean, his brother said, hey, you can stay here rent-free. This guy said, no, you have to buy groceries, you know what I'm saying, for the house. I'm like, why?
No, he didn't go there, did he?
Yeah, he did.
You had to buy groceries.
Yeah. So
Where you
I'm
live?
like, okay, I'll go buy groceries. I don't want no trouble.
Was he being unreasonable asking you to buy groceries?
This guy has OCD, okay? If I vacuum the floor, if the lines aren't straight, he has a problem with it. I wash the dishes, put it in the drainer. If they're not lined up, he has a problem with it. Only females act like that.
Really?
That's the way I see it.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hey, very particular.
Tell me about this.
Very particular.
Tell me about how females act.
I'm already washing the dishes. I'm doing the best that I can.
Your Honor, the
And when
dishes
I
that
put
he
it in
washed
the
were his
drainer,
own.
this is the best that you gonna go behind me and just say, that's not right, that's not right. What do you
Were
mean?
you doing that? Were you
That guy.
micromanaging his dishwashing?
I did not. We had a specific set of rules. Don't come in after certain hours. My brother is a school teacher.
Okay.
So he has to be asleep so he can get up and teach.
Oh, man.
Don't come in all hours of the night. We don't want too much different types of company over here. I don't know the people that you deal with.
I have no idea.
Clean up after yourself.
I have no idea.
Clean up after yourself.
I have no idea
He was,
what
Your
he's
Honor.
talking about. I carry the team. He knows the truth. I'm the man. Clearly. I'm like the 37-year-old LeBron James. Clearly.
Your Honor.
I did the same thing that he did with his team to that team.
Your Honor.
Clearly.
You made it
Your
happen.
Honor, believe it.
Your Honor.
You know what?
Hey, these guys believe in me. Believe that.
What kind of player was he?
He's a washed up.
Really? So why are you countersuing for compensation now?
For lost wages. Clearly.
What wages? If you never earned any wages, what have you lost?
Clearly, I could have been overseas playing for Italy, but I stayed loyal to my guy right here.
Really?
I was loyal to
Italy
this
would
guy
not take that.
to stay here and play.
Did Italy call you?
Yeah, I did have a contract to play overseas.
Nobody called
Really? So
how would he know?
Hold on a second.
How would this guy know?
And so what happened with that contract? You turned it down?
Yes,
Because you wanted to be
stay
loyal to
here,
the
yes.
Atlanta Legends?
I love the game, but I also have responsibilities here, so I decided to stay
Probably
here.
took the job that I got him.